Salute everybody out there across the cookie verse. What's up? It is I, Sans, the Cookie Man, and I am joined with my co-hosts. Y'all know them, y'all love them. Let me bring on first my man, my mellow, the one, the only, Matt, Last Level Comics. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? I figure out how we got to do this again. Like, we take these long hiatuses, like, in between, and it's like trying to blow the dust off things to get back in action. So
It's not as long as blank cover battles, but
wait, that was the thing?
It's like riding a bike, man.
Wait,
pedal.
Did that show ever exist?
It has its moment, man, and we're gonna revive it. The resuscitation is coming. Boop, 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 boop. The heartbeat is still there, y'all.
Brother, you better go get a nuclear reactor to try to get that thing restarted. I haven't seen Chad since he graduated and went on a bender. So,
man, how is travel? And what are you drinking tonight, bro?
Oh, I got back from Mexico. And it's summertime, so I had to switch it up. Usually it's beer, usually it's whiskey, but I went on a binge and I bought a bunch of moonshine. So now I'm drinking lemonade and strawberry moonshine mixed with just some regular lemonade because 90 proof lemonade moonshine is always top of the hat. Oh, look at you! You're a dapper gentleman tonight with your.
Speaking of lemonade, I up a crust with some Crown Royal whiskey lemonade, my friend.
Tell me, man,
go peach. Pinkies up.
You got to go with the peach. If you don't go with peach, you're missing out.
I got to try this peach, though, because the lemonade tastes so good. I got to try the peach. But we got a third partner in crime here. Y'all know him, the time traveler himself. Man's in the past, he's in the present. He is our future, the one, the only. Let's go, DJ, Promiscuous Time Traveler.
Yeah. What is up?
What were you just shaking? It wasn't a Morocco, and I'm thinking it was probably the wine bottle opener.
Take a guess. No, take a guess. What do you think it is?
Tic Tacs.
All right. What it is the capacitor for a refrigerator.
Flux capacitor.
It's what starts up. Capacitor. Yeah, this is the motor that starts up compressors on refrigerator units.
Is that how you operate your time travel device?
Correct, yeah. The problem is it's not supposed to shake, so it's broken and I can't time travel anymore. Which stinks, because they don't start making these until 2050. So I gotta kick it here for 30 or 25 more years.
You know that saying where you say, like, I wish my husband would look at me as compassionately as someone looked at like a rare age comic book. I wish my wife looked at me the way that Kyle just looked at that capacitor in his hand, realizing that it broke. He literally stared into its eyes like, why did you do this to me? I am stuck here.
I am stuck.
Like, you looked longingly into that.
It's pretty bad, yeah.
What are you drinking there, bro?
I believe I'm the only one drinking wine on Wine, Cheese, and Comics, please. But I have
you want me to grab a bottle of wine? Is that wine? Wait.
You're gonna wine shame us again?
Is this place? Gewürztraminer. It's a German Gewürz.
If it's not in a mason jar or come out of a can, it's not good for wine and cheese.
Man, we know that's just grape juice back there, bro.
The only ways that I'm making cheese is Cheez-Its today. I got some cheddar cheese, but it's in the other room. Maybe I'll get it when there's downtime.
You gotta have the gummy bears.
I got some skinny pop right here, man.
Skinny pop, all right.
Wait, how did we go from like the most sophisticated show to the most like we just rated a dollar store show?
Budget.
This is what happens.
My mom is literally calling me while we're live. What is this?
Take the call live. Be like, Mom, you're interrupting the show. Put on speaker. Put on speaker. Put on speaker.
Mom, you're interrupting When Cheese and Comics, please.
Hi, Mom.
They said hi. Yeah. You're live. I mean, you're just.
It's Gewürztraminer.
Oh, you actually know how to say it.
He's watching.
Gewürztraminer.
Oh, she's telling you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Oh my God, she can phone in anytime she wants.
This is
I'm the wine expert. Remember?
Yeah, she used to do wine tasting for a winery.
We just took this to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and you just phoned a friend for
All right. Thanks, first time caller. Thanks for being on the show. Is there anybody that you want to shout out?
What?
You're listening to the show in the background.
You're not getting a shout out, Kyle. You can keep trying. It's not gonna, she's not going to shout you out.
Terrible, Kyle. You are
I just
terrible.
wanted to tell Matt the story about the strawberry tops.
The strawberry tops.
No. Were you the reason that he eats the tops of the strawberries?
I was cutting up strawberries one day, and Kyle said, "Keep all the strawberry tops
How old was
because
he?
I'm going to eat them."
Oh my God! All of
How
them.
old was I? How old was I? She's dealing with the lag of the show.
Yeah. You were. This was probably about 5 years ago.
Okay, so yeah, I was
No,
25.
if you were like a toddler, I would understand because you didn't understand the way to appropriately eat a strawberry. But no,
Okay.
5 years ago,
All right.
it's unacceptable.
Thanks again, caller. I appreciate your. If you would like to call into Wine, Cheese, and Comics, please. My phone number is 626. No. I'm kidding. Thank you very much, Mom. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Can you say it one more time so that we all know at home? Worcester
All
19.
right.
Can you say
Love
it?
you guys.
Can you say it one more time?
I love you guys.
No, not I love you. Like
Gewürztraminer.
Gewürztraminer. Yeah, thank you. Love you, Mom.
Oh, that
Gewürztraminer.
was the best phone a friend ever.
Jesus.
And it was Mom coming through to the rescue. That is what I'm talking about.
Gewürztraminer. Got it.
Worksterminer.
We got
Gewürztraminer.
it right
Gewürztraminer.
there. Live and in charge, my man, promiscuous time traveler's
First-
mom.
First 10 minutes of the show, locked down. We are entertaining the people of the world.
Listen, I could literally send my mom a link to the show, tell her the time it's on, tell her it's national TV state of emergency. She wouldn't turn me off for Fox News. I mean, I'm just being honest. She literally wouldn't click the link.
Can I be honest? My mom and I went to Monsterpalooza, right? This is convention-ish season. We went to Monsterpalooza. At every booth, my mom was shouting out Wine, Cheese, and Comics, please. She goes, "Did you know that my son is on a Wine, Cheese, and Comics, please?" They're how'd she describe it?
Get her a T-shirt.
I think she described it as like
It's merch time, ladies and gents.
a comics comedy
You get a
podcast. So,
What is your mom's name?
my mom's name is Rita. She's in the chat.
Rita Kowalsnik. Thank you so much. Shout out to you, Rita. Amazing job raising this fine young time traveler right here.
I feel like
Can we shout out the chat real fast? We got tons of people in here.
I'm okay if you shout out the chat as long as you skip the 5th comment.
The 5th comment. The 5th comment has to be the first comment, man.
It's
Shout
from
out
Jeff.
to Jeff Silversmith in the house. He said,
name is
nothing from
Jeff.
nothing leaves you nothing. You got to have something to make a Spider Boy. Hey, Jeff, man, he pulled up the numbers on something very serious this week, man. So we better hope Spider Boy holds water in a couple months, man, because Matt is keeping tabs. What's up, Liz? Pops in the house.
Yeah,
Marcella.
How's it going, Marcella?
Mama Kowalsnik in the
Yeah.
house.
I'm
Sam,
sorry,
We got
this show can
Point
go off.
Reyes. Matt up in there, just letting the people know. Nate's
Shout out to
Comics.
Nate.
What's up, Nate? Hey, Nate, man, we got Bud Light for you, man. What's going on? Nate, you was upset last night, Nate.
Can you come on the show tonight? We want to have a talk.
We want to talk to you, Nate, man.
Nate,
You was
we're
pissed off.
gonna send you the StreamYard. We want
Yeah,
to have you on. We want to
I could-
redeem last night
I could send him
because
the link.
the mistake happened when Sans invited Paul. So I just
He
want
said,
to call
"Fuck
that
it.
out, Nate.
What do you guys
The
want from
mistake
me?"
happened when you invited Paul. And Paul, I love you, but you are the mistake. You're like,
Paul is always the mistake. What's up, AMKM in the
Oh, did you know we are live in a comic shop right now? If AMKM's watching, that means we're on the
Yo,
big
shout out
screen
to the-
in the comic
Shout out to
shop.
the whole AMKM comic shop right now. All the
Yeah,
misses and
we
Miss-
might be live on Whatnot right now as well. So you don't even know.
Yeah. Kenneth Bird is in the building. Thank you so much. Everybody, do me a favor, share us out. That's all we ask. All we ask is that you share us out. Let your peoples know, because we're gonna get into some fun
we
topics
haven't
tonight.
been here in
But
4 weeks.
It's been a month.
Where
It's
do we even
been
start?
a month. We literally are out of sync. We're out of time. We're out of
I don't-
connection.
I don't
It's
know when
time
to start.
merge it all back together. Kyle has to go make some pasta and
I swear
blow all
to
the
God,
lights
if
out
you
in
come
his
back
house.
if you come back with anything other than SkettyOs, I'm disappointed. in
I'm
you.
setting up a light because it's super dark. I'm gonna get this light so I can get a little.
You're in
front action.
California. It's like 5 o'clock. What do you mean it's super dark? Open a window.
My window is open.
He said Matt hates me.
There we go.
Oh my God, Jeff, no one hates you, Jeff. We love the Silver Smith. We love the Silver Fox of the community, man.
There's a. I need to talk to Jeff actually, dude. There's been I don't understand comics and drama. There's so much comic drama, and I don't get it.
But look, if there was a blind scale and Paul was on one side and Jeff Smith was on the other, I would just blow the scale up.
Oh my God, what are we talking about tonight? Although this right here is epic, but what are we getting into first, man?
So Kyle has been wanting to talk about this for literally 4 weeks. And literally,
we gotta appease my man.
He gave me sass in a chat when I said, "Hey guys, do we have any other topics?" Like, well, I want to talk about bleep 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 bleep. And I'm like, whoa! Did you watch the video? Taking a back seat for this one. Kyle, this is all you, man. You've been waiting for 4 weeks to talk about this. Yes. I just need to sit this one out. So go ahead.
Okay. So, the Hollywood.
I'm sorry. We're back live, and I just have to do it just because if I haven't done it early, it'd be irking me all show. Okay, let me put him back. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. What are
you doing to him, man?
I'm trying to bring him in. You're kicking him out.
Don't worry, I was having fun with my my radiant black light. No. Radiant black light. Wow, can't get that close. There you go. For reading the Blacklight special of the comic book, you just have the Blacklight.
Go ahead, Kyle. The floor's yours. Don't not in your eyes. No, Kyle, you're a time traveler.
I'm just checking.
You know that's bad for you.
I wasn't looking at it. So Hollywood writers have gone on a strike, right? What does that mean for comics?
We don't have a show for a month.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have shows. We don't have movies. I mean, the strike's still going. They're saying that they're slightly reaching an agreement, but they're still at the negotiating tables.
The actors are sympathetic as well. The actors are saying they might go on strike as well.
Ryan Reynolds may blow an aneurysm over the fact that he can't ad-lib or off-the-cuff anything for Deadpool 3 right now, and he has to follow the script 100% or it has to be cut out. So literally, he's paying people to end the writer strike so he can be himself.
Fair.
Oh my God. So Kyle, you are actually a part of the writers.
Part of SAG-AFTRA, which is just like the acting union, acting radio and something union, voiceover union, I think.
So are you sympathetic to the cause, or are you more so not really seeing what's going on with it? Why?
So the reason that it came about is we reached the end of a contract, and like with the end of the contract, negotiations happen, and the negotiations were not favorable because there aren't any set guidelines for streaming services, which literally we base a lot of the value of our comics off the success of these shows and movies and streaming services. And like literally, like we are at a pause button, which I think is really interesting for comics because we've only had like 2 announcements. Yep. Like Miles Morales, which we'll talk about immediately after this, and a bunch of cancellations and what's it called? There's been a shuffling. I like the shuffling of the Superman cast. That was a really cool one.
I can't.
Yeah. So it's in that sense, it's intriguing to kind of follow. but people don't understand that when people aren't writing, like we don't even have like late night TV shows. It's
So is it all reality shows once again, or because that was the birth of reality back a couple like 20 years ago when there was that big strike.
Yeah.
Right after that, we hit reality boom. It was like everything was a reality TV show.
I feel like we're still in the reality boom, to be honest.
I'm sitting in a reality right now. It's the Three Stooges. I mean, just
At least you include yourself.
moved to a new platform.
Now we had an AI tester on this screen. Matt, you brought up the generator. Is Jeff bringing up something that the actors and the writers are concerned about? The AI writing that is potentially going to take over.
I still love the AI intro for us. The AI intro was literally, and look, I know it's cheesy and anyone could came up with it, but the fact that in 5 minutes the AI ran a 5-minute intro where we panned across all different types of cheeses and into a perfectly polyester chair with our comics spread out ready to read, and then back up to people's excited face. I mean, like, come on, like you have to see the humor in it, but I also, from the writer's side, I understand the dismay because, like, you know, you pump your blood, sweat, and tears in a script. I mean, some people lock themselves in the rooms for months with writer's block trying to just find the perfect ending, and then if your script that you wrote, you know, the actor doesn't like it and they go ad lib, then you spend all that time for nothing. You get no credit. I mean, imagine writing the Lord of the Rings script. Granted, the books are phenomenal. I'm just using it as a thing. And then the show is phenomenal. But the actors that portrayed your writing got all the credit. And all you got was your name in size 8 font in a spool of 400 names. I feel a type of way.
Listen, I don't think enough people think about it from that perspective, right? We're talking about these writers. We're talking about the original ideas and how they generate it, and we're talking about a program that can just replace them, right? That can just do it. We've seen musicians are already saying stuff like, "Hey, this thing is using my voice. My voice is unique to me. I have a sound of my own, and this AI is mimicking my voice." Now we have. I'm gonna write like Stephen King, or I'm going to write like what's her name from Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling. So where is it? Where's the creativity anymore in the people? And how do we use AI to our best advantage? And how do the writers use it to their best advantage? Is there some stipulation that needs to be put in place that says AI cannot do X, or do we embrace it and live with it?
If we ever wanted a world where human creativity is still a thing, we can't go with AI writing.
That's fair. I mean, first off, I was trying to get by throwing shade at J.K. Rowling.
What you mean?
I'm going to skip that topic.
She's such a legendary figure, Harry.
You better not say nothing bad about that Rollins lady.
Shake my drinks, Harry.
She's like lighting the world on fire on Twitter. Okay, sorry. Frame of reference. AI art just takes like basically whatever you input it regurgitates it and puts out that kind of style. AI writing, whatever you put into it, it uses the kind of same format. It's cool, but it always seems empty. Have you ever seen any like specific AI art that you're like, oh, I have to have that? Or has it just been like, oh, that's cool?
Some of the pieces that Matt put together the other night, I was like, damn, I would actually like that artwork.
Okay, I mean, it always seems empty to me, but that's just my personal opinion.
I'm not sure that I've read an AI generated story or.
Oh, you haven't? They're interesting. Sometimes they can be really good, but from like, oh man, it just seems like it's like insert, and then there's no like weaving. It just looks like everything was like thrown in there.
I mean, it's pretty hard when the AI pretty much accurately represents Sans eating a cookie.
How many eyes does he have? 4 eyes?
That is a bad mamma jamma right there.
I mean, even the cookie in the mouth, like he's already eating one and he wants another.
One there. Holy cow! I love that AI right there.
He doesn't even have a tongue.
My tongue
He has 3
What
legs.
the other-
He has 3 legs. What is
This,
going on?
this is Sans after he goes to the gym.
Yes, my tongue is the cookie, y'all. That is fire right there.
Yep,
Let's
yep.
go. See these generated images, man. They were fun. I can see that they do not look like they
Sans
are
learns to read a
hand-
comic book.
Yeah, they do not look like they were hand done in it.
He has multiple pupils on his right eye.
It doesn't matter. I mean, this is how he truly reads his comic books before he flips them.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The Cookie Monster must be had. I want all things cookies, y'all.
It's amusing, but I don't
I
think
just
it's
love
gonna
how
change
he's got
anything.
like the Cookie Monster robe, like the cookie robe. Like he's a monster, but then they strategically made his attire the cookie.
But you know what? I will have one of those created. That's what I will do. For sale this fall, you will have Cookie Monster Rambo, y'all. That will be
Cookie Monster Rambo.
Cookie Rambo, y'all. That will
Post
be
gym.
for sale post gym.
All right, here.
So Kyle, are you happy we touched on this topic now? Because Kyle he was about to snap his shit.
I just want to acknowledge it that there's so much money in the entertainment industry that if one aspect of it says that feels that they're being treated unfairly, the entire thing stops. Like it's completely railroaded. They
Should
predict
it be that way?
No.
Why?
Well, I mean, yes and no.
Okay.
The problem is I sympathize with the writers because their wages from streaming services in general, and this is the only reason that I object with or that I side with the writers. It's because they're getting like literally just the complete. What's the way to put it?
Hosed.
Hosed. Okay, yeah.
Well, aren't the actors getting that as well? Didn't Black Widow have that same issue? With
Yes.
Correct.
That's why she sued Marvel.
So why aren't the actors more so like on the same precipice of like of
because there's always somebody that'll take the job, to be honest.
No, I'll tell you exactly why. Streaming service is subscription based. They can watch anything in that streaming service under that subscription. They can track what they watched, but it's all inclusive in their subscription cost.
Correct,
Where you go to the movie, it's one cost for one ticket for one movie. It's trackable. They can break it down into percentages. You can't say that.
Yes, I know where you're going.
That
Black Widow
drove X number of people to Disney Plus for Black Widow versus all of the other content that is part of that subscription.
Would you rather there be a flat rate, or would you rather it based on the success of the particular show? Would you want more money if it's more popular?
You would need to get other deals in place, get more money based upon the success of the show and the market.
That's why they're at the negotiation tables.
And see, that's where I think they're doing it wrong. They're lumping these blockbuster movies into a subscription-based setting versus do what Google does, Vudu does, YouTube does, where they offer the movie at home for you able to stream it on your TV or buy it on your TV, and then they could track it by rate. Take it out of the subscription, do it as I want to watch this at home, my family, for $25 versus pay $35
but
and a
then,
$10 popcorn.
Then the streaming service has no content because they're using it.
But that's using it as their content. Again, it's a monopolizing factor. Unless they set the parameters that they're trying to do now, it's going to get out of hand.
But Netflix already kind of jumped ahead of that by having original content.
Well, they all have original content, but it's not enough to sustain.
But that's original content. They're paid for the content on that streaming service. Correct. Where a movie or something that's show that's written for primetime TV that's now being rerun and shared through a streaming service, they're getting no backdated funding for that.
Residuals would be the Because the contracts didn't exist. They just bought the licensing to show the show or the movie.
Look at Paramount. Paramount, about a month and a half ago or a month ago, just started showing Advanced Dungeons and Dragons or Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Yeah. I don't even watch Disney movies.
That was pretty effing funny, y'all.
Dungeons and Dragons was phenomenal.
Was pretty funny.
Pull up the thing. What did we say about it?
What did we say about Dungeons and Dragons?
I'm looking. God, you slave labor.
I think I thought it was a flop, but that was pretty damn funny.
I think we should. I mean, I receive a pretty nice paycheck for appearing on this show. I think that we should actually pay Matt at one point.
What did you just say? do you want me to fly to California?
I had to as low hanging fruit.
Legitimately, like I will book a flight tonight.
Just so you know, Matt does all the work.
Kyle, you son of a bitch! You weren't supposed to say anything.
And I just said that I collected a paycheck.
We didn't. We have no rank. No, we have no ranking. No,
we had a hit or flop for D&D. I know that I said hit because I was super invested in it.
This is AMKM makes a good comment. Successful shows should get a writer and improve contract, but there's some lame content on Netflix.
We do not.
These guys have no business being on strike.
We had no rating for Dungeons and Dragons.
Interesting. Okay.
I swear Matt was the only person on board with Dungeons and Dragons.
Dude, look. Chris Pine for some reason does it for me. Like the guy, like he brought me back to Star Trek. I hated Star Trek, but Star Trek 1 and Star Trek 2 I thought were phenomenal. 3, not so much, but
Into the Woods sold me on Chris Pine. Absolutely. The Agony song.
I like Star Trek. Chris Pine did a fabulous job on this, but I think overall the cast had a good kind of melding together, man. Each person played their part. Like the wizard, funny. Chris Pine, funny. The barbarian chick.
They made the barbarian a chick.
Yes.
And it's Michelle Rodriguez, and it was spot on.
The barbarian chick was hilarious. The elf chick was hilarious. Like just all kinds of good stuff in there.
I always ask, what's your favorite Chris? There's 4 Chris's that I decide between. It's Chris Helmsworth, Chris Evans, Chris Pine, and Chris Pratt.
Chris Evans.
Helmsworth.
I'm gonna go Pratt.
We're all different Chris's right here.
Evans is second place for me though because of Losers. If you've seen Losers,
I'm gonna do a live representation. Ready? This is me. Okay. This is me seeing Guardians of the Galaxy 3. All right, here we go. First 30 minutes.
Matt, that's you watch anything. There was no show that
my best friend sat next to me and was like, dude, did you fall asleep during Guardians of the Galaxy 3? I was like, yo, it was the best 2-hour nap I've ever had in my life.
He was there was no show that keeps you awoke, Matt. When we find that show, we will have to officially.
I told you we are live in a comic shop right now.
AMK, what is her Chris? We need to know. What is it?
I hope it's Pine. My mom is apparently Pine.
Wait for the lag.
I'm gonna get the chat going.
Yeah, put a poll up.
Far more greater than yours.
What was the results of the strawberry poll? Did we see that? Because if
a big no to eating the tops, a big no.
I wonder why.
Kyle, we're 24 episodes into this series.
It's my favorite part of the strawberry.
There are 2 standout moments that will forever live in infamy in my brain. One, showing up an hour and 15 minutes late for a show over making your Italian pasta dinner. And
it was so good.
2, literally, I could not mentally function when I saw you bite the top of a strawberry. My whole world shut down in that moment, and it was gone.
Why do they sell them like that? I mean, I'm gonna eat the entire thing that they sell.
It grows on a plant, Kyle. Like what do you?
Do you eat the stalk of broccoli? I eat the stalk of broccoli as well.
Yes.
Then why don't you eat the top of strawberry?
we've always eaten that part of broccoli, Kyle.
Getting a plane ticket tonight.
No one
Why
took
don't-
the
Going to
bush
California.
of the strawberry, Kyle. No one does that.
Kyle, by 12 o'clock,
Now,
I'll
when they
see
put
you.
it in
Better
the
pick me up at the
smoothies,
airport.
When you look at your smoothies, are they cutting that part off, or is 95% of the world cutting off the tops of strawberries? That's all I want to know, Kyle. You're in that
95%?
1%.
What the fuck statistic is that? You better be close to 99. Don't
He
give
said
them
90.
5%.
There's got to be others like Kyle out
No,
there.
yeah, one.
He's not alone.
1%.
He's not alone. He's a
I can feed myself for the rest of my life
Telling
eating
you.
the tops of everybody else's strawberries.
10 years from now, I'm going to see some TikTok where they're going to be like, eating dandelions is great for your heart. Also, eating the tops of strawberries gives you great eye vision. And I'm literally going to just end everything at that point.
Miguel, we are waiting.
Hours. You
Miguel,
son of a
we are
bitch.
waiting
That's how
for-
you time travel. We didn't
We are
know.
waiting. It's the secret. Is the tops of strawberries. Miguel, we're waiting for your wife's favorite Chris out of Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Chris
I think
Pratt,
it's
Klein.
all writer strike, honestly.
So,
I don't know.
They're talking about international content though. There's a lot of Korean content on Netflix now, or just
Absolutely.
international Asian content. I'm not sure. Outside of Hollywood, I think it's a U.S. strike right now. I don't think it's a global strike. So
It's literally based in Hollywood. Like it's
Yeah.
just US. It's just US. So
yeah, we would have heard far more if it was reaching outside.
it's the writers union based in Hollywood, which spans the United States, but it's
yeah,
mainly in
if you're in
Hollywood.
New York, and you're anywhere across the country, you're going to.
That's the
As
problem.
long as you're a union member, you're kind of obliging by what the writers union has put forward.
Writers,
Exactly.
you got to go intercontinental. That's it. It's the
There
only
you
way we're
go.
going to get anything.
Emmy? I just had a picture of Emmy up earlier. It's on my other
What's up,
computer.
ME Comics?
Wait,
All right.
You had a picture of Emmy up earlier?
In AMKM's comics shop.
Yeah?
We're
Sure,
all,
you sure that's where it was?
I'm pretty sure it was where it was. I'm pretty sure Emmy was there because I had
Just
to
want to make
take
sure
his
you were
notes.
just make sure you weren't pulling up, random pictures of people.
I'm actually known for bringing. I had like about $1,500 worth of books in my backpack, and I was rollerblading them through San Bernardino
Oh my God!
to drop them off to Emmy and
In shorts.
Lucian.
Oh my God, guys!
What were you listening to? What was the guy that was listening to the Ocean Spray song while he was skateboarding?
No, I was listening to a D&D podcast while I was going through there. But yeah, can we move on to Miles Morales while we wait for AMKM's wife to?
Yeah, I mean this. is
Mom, why do you
typical.
got to bring that up?
We let
Kyle eats grass.
wives
Okay,
make a
we
decision.
now realize he's
Holy
a baby
crap.
goat.
Are
Kyle
you
is a
serious?
baby
Kyle,
goat.
is
That's
this happening right now?
I'm gonna stop sending my mom the link
Kyle,
because she's making it really personal.
Is this happening
This
right now?
this is what we needed to know.
Rita,
This is the issue.
Rita, I'm booking you. Next show.
Yes, Rita, you
Rita.
are officially coming
No,
on
you don't
to
want
the
it.
show, Rita.
Nope.
You don't
Nope.
want it.
Kyle, you're
I
gonna
have-
understand this.
I
Kyle,
have secrets.
Rita, he's got no say. Just letting you know. Next show, the truth comes out. The time traveler revealed. We'll do it like behind the curtain. We'll do Between Two Ferns.
Oh my
With
God.
Rita.
An intimate conversation with Rita Kwasnick.
Kyle
Join us
raises.
live.
Oh, God.
Ladies and gents,
All right,
Kyle
I'm just gonna,
grazes.
I'm gonna remove myself. Actually.
Oh my God, Kyle grazes. Oh my God.
He removed himself to a Stone Cold Steve Austin giving the middle finger. How priceless is that? Like he could not have put that profile picture anymore.
Can you still see me in the background? Because it's
Yeah.
showing my camera is still up.
Yes, that's you back there.
Yeah,
Giving
back
the
there.
finger.
Looks almost like a naked dude over the top rail.
So Kyle, what is this stuff about Miles Morales you're talking about?
There's an live action teaser showing that we might get some more Miles content after Spider-Verse, which everybody was thinking, oh, Spider-Verse is next, but there's more to come. So
I haven't seen Spider-Verse, but I was in Mexico.
Oh,
I literally went to Mexico and I came back and
my mom asked, who's Tosin? And I go, it's like it's like Miles Morales, but Miles is here to stay and Tosin is gone.
Tosin never existed.
Tosin is official, man. Y'all realize Spider-Boy has had more
Stop.
variant covers than Tosin. Marvel is saving Tosin for a reason, y'all.
Oh shit, chitlin greens and cornbread. Let's go.
All right. Spider-Verse. We were straight hits, all three of us. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I'll tell you it's a hit. Even though I'm the media with the drama that they're trying to pull out of the nonsense with Gwen Stacy, I'm not a fan of. I know I haven't seen the movie, and I know that's not the case, but the fact that the media is trying to pull that nonsense, and honestly, I don't even want to give any kind of airtime to it because it's just a waste. If you haven't heard the drama about Gwen Stacy and into the
trans,
yes, that's it.
I think it's more support than she is trans.
That's what I thought too. Like you can't take. God damn you, Sans! You got me on this fucking topic. You can't take one of the most influential female kind of superheroes right now and imply through like 9 strands and a hope and a dream and a glimmer and a shooting star that she is trans. No,
literally my favorite comic book character is Gwen Stacy. Yeah,
she is Gwen Stacy. She is phenomenal. My son and I, we went back and we watched Amazing Spider-Man 2 tonight because we love Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy. Even though she's not Spider-Gwen, she's still Gwen Stacy. And
so I think they just made her a very big supporter, right? She's a big supporter of
what all Spider-Mans are. They're the neighborhood Spider-Man females characters. So they support everyone.
Exactly. So just having a safe space for people of the trans community it just meant that she was acknowledging. I mean, you had colors that streamed the trans flag. You had trans children, protect trans children
off her door,
across her door. I think those were the major 2 things that I saw. Other than that, there was never any hint to her representing her being a non what is the word, cis woman, or her being trans or anything of that nature. I just think they just showed that she's a supporter. She's gone through stuff. She supports people with different lifestyles, and that's where it is. I people want some controversy though.
Chris Pratt is taking the lead.
Yo, nobody knows Chris Hemsworth. This makes no sense. I think that movie destroyed his rep. He was like the top Chris for so long.
Did you see Tyler Shatter's Glasses comment? He's like, who's Chris Hemsworth? Because you put it wrong.
You know who I am, man.
Chris Hemsworth. And then I called my mom out for Tosin.
How is Pine at 11%? The 9 voters in this thing, you're all dead. You're all gone. You're all gone.
Hemsworth is tied with Pine.
Pratt and Evans is Pratt bigger than Chris Hemsworth? I cannot believe it. Pratt is that big. Wow.
I love Chris Pratt.
Pause.
I literally cosplayed as Star-Lord.
So
like modern Star-Lord.
Well,
Parks and Recreation made him relevant.
We have Fat Thor on our show, y'all. How is he not the top person in this?
Well, just because the fact that he had someone kind of mocking him just went down 2 ticks in the stock market.
I think Love and Thunder destroyed his stock, man.
He even came out and said he didn't like. He even came out and said Love and Thunder was too corny for him. He thought Ragnarok was the perfect balance, but Love and Thunder was too much.
Okay.
Sorry, Love and Thunder was garbage.
Ragnarok to me was a masterpiece. It was trash.
Look. If they could take out the one scene in Ragnarok where they steal the planes, I'm all about it. But when they this is his celebrated birthday plane where he has his orgies.
It's my birthday.
If they could take that one scene out of it, I would value that movie. But again, I can't explain what an orgy is to a 5-year-old kid. I can't do it. But he loves these superhero movies and he listens to everything.
Ogre. Tell him
my son literally jumps off the couch to go play Minecraft. He goes, yeet. Literally, my eyeball literally just literally left my face. It was like, what did you just say?
So can I say?
Oh wow,
we've had some big movies so far this year. We've had the Mario Brothers movie.
Okay.
We've had
Peaches.
Miles.
Peach.
We've had Miles now. We just got Transformers.
I didn't see it. You gave it what? 3.5 cookies?
3.5 cookies.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I think it has potential to last too. It got some lasting power to it. And we have the
And it's
Flash.
a prequel. You have to understand, it's a prequel.
It's a prequel.
But
Okay.
what doesn't make sense to me is how can you have a prequel? And I haven't seen it, so don't spoil it. But how can you have a prequel where Optimus Prime never stepped foot on Earth, but yet he fell to Earth during the first Transformers to meet Sam Witwicky and Bumblebee?
I almost feel like this is
Okay.
two different sets of movies, man.
But it's supposed to be a prequel of that universe, so it's still that same
this
universe.
is
So how did
this,
he come?
it's so weird.
Are you username 2247?
It is very weird. But listen, the movie is done very well. The music in this movie was amazing. The comedy. Shout out to my man Pete Davidson, man.
No, do not shout out to him. He is in so many movies and he needs to be irrelevant.
Shout out to Mr. Irrelevant, Pete Davidson, because he had me laughing all movie long, man. Pete Davidson was one of the highlights of this movie. The movie had heart, the movie had action, and the movie did not seem long. It didn't drag on to me. And it gave me what I wanted. And I almost forgot how close Transformers is to Galactus and Silver Surfer. I almost forgot that. And this reminded me of 1985, 1986, that cartoon movie and everything. This was so good. So good.
All right, we're transitioning because we're talking about movies here. All right, there's only two movies that matter this entire summer. One is Oppenheimer, and two is Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. I don't care what any of you say. You can literally talk for the next 15 minutes. I'm just cutting you off right there. You can take every single movie and cram it up your bombing. It's Oppenheimer and Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. You're all gone. Goodbye. I said it, folks. There's only two movies that matter this summer. It's over. Done.
The problem is I can't bring myself back. I'm the only one without control. I just
we gotta give Kyle some controls, man. We gotta give you some control. Yeah, man.
I was hoping
Oppenheimer actually looks very good. I just don't want to see it.
You mind your tongue. You mind your tongue right now. It is a Christopher Nolan masterpiece. I guarantee it to you.
Man,
I'm
on a whole devastation of a continent. Damn it.
Number one is Meg 2.
Yeah, that's on there.
Right next to Sharknado 7.
What was the title? Meg into the.
What did we have on the Little Mermaid, by the way? Hit or miss?
We didn't do Little Mermaid. Nope.
All right, let me go over where we're at right now.
We should probably do some right now, actually. And,
all right, we got some catch up. So we did a lot of Marvel when Marvel did their last conference.
Correct. Star Wars just had their Star Wars get together or whatever. Star Wars
celebration.
London or something.
Yes, Star Wars Celebration London.
They announced new
Acolyte stuff.
Yep, they announced another season of what's the show? Tales of the Jedi.
Yep.
Which was kind of cool.
But real quick before we dive in,
go for it. Sorry.
So we have no summer blockbusters. We didn't do Transformers.
Okay.
So let's start with what's coming after Transformers. We have The Flash. The Flash is coming next. We did do The Flash.
Yep.
So we have The Flash done. After that, we have Oppenheimer, because that'll be the next one.
Okay.
Rankings.
Just hit or miss is what we're saying.
Hit or misses.
What do you think, Kyle?
What's Oppenheimer? Like, honestly,
Hiroshima bomb.
It's literally Christopher Nolan
writing. Oh no, this is a hit. Cillian Murphy, sign me up. Hit based on Cillian Murphy.
What's yours? Because I'm writing new.
I need to understand what's going to define a hit for a summer movie though, because it's not going to. It's not going to.
Did it achieve a positive Rotten Tomatoes score for audience? I don't give a shit about the reviewers.
Right.
I want the audience to give a positive Rotten Tomatoes score. And did it make a good chunk of change at the box office?
It's going to be a hit, and it's going to win an award. I'll say that.
One of my favorite actors. Shoot, Matt Damon's in it too. Emily Blunt, Rami Malek. Whoa, this cast is killer.
All right, what are you saying? Hit, Sam?
Yeah, hit. 100%.
Yep, it's going to be a hit. It's not going to make 500 million.
Probably
it's going
not.
to make 150 million over the summer, but it's going to win awards.
I disagree. I will take that bet. It will break 500 million.
You think so? Okay, let's go. I'm putting you up on that one.
All right, here we go. And side bet.
You're putting it in the Excel spreadsheet.
500 mil. Matt. Yes. Sans. It doesn't matter.
Pinky bets right there.
All right, what's the next one? Feel free to chime in the chat too, if
next
you guys.
Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning.
So, surprisingly, I've seen no trailers for this.
I'm a stan for Mission Impossible.
You're what?
I'm a stan. I really enjoy them. Like honestly, I thoroughly
them.
enjoy them.
Is this Tom Cruise in the same cast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a flop.
Shit, Jesus Christ.
Okay. You can
I changed my plane ticket. I'm going to Virginia.
It's gonna be terrible.
Nobody's gonna watch it.
All right, what else do we got? After that, we have the Flat. We did the Flash. We have TMNT. We did TMNT. Yes, we did TMNT. Okay. We have. Hold on. Where's the? I gotta look at the stuff I put in the trailer. Hold on.
Did we do Guardians 3?
We did.
What did we say?
Guardians 3. Sans was a miss. Kyle was a miss. I was a hit.
Where did it rank? I mean, I think it was mixed, but I think most people gave it a good review.
It was ranked. So in the scheme of 3, it was almost tied with 1. It almost surpassed 1 in people's opinion.
Yep, it was my second favorite Guardians movie.
Well, there's only 3, and the fucking second one sucks. So I mean, that's not a hard cheat.
Yes,
come on.
As X-Men Mike would say.
But was it as good as Dance battling at the end of the first one? Because I'm sorry, that was probably one of the best endings.
That was the best.
I like the Christmas special.
No!
Yes, Kyle. I like the Christmas special.
It was so good.
It had Kevin Bacon, man.
Kevin Bacon garbage, man.
You know, garbage. Fast 10. Fast 10 is garbage.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen Fast
10.
Fast 10. Guaranteed garbage.
I heard some great things.
Family, bro.
It's all about family. Me. All right. So what's that? What else
Okay.
we got what else is on that list?
My mom is asking about Aquaman 2.
Aquaman 2. We don't have that.
No.
That comes out December.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Honestly,
I'm gonna give that a big old flop.
You flop. I'm right there.
I'll say flop. Wow, we all agree. 3 flops.
But look,
Miss Kowalski, no.
But listen, I like the first
Kowalski,
one.
no.
But I'm gonna say it's a flop solely because of all the crap with Amber Heard, and they had to like cut her out of it, and then they had to go back and do a reshoot. And look, I have not seen Fast and the Furious 10, but I know Jason Momoa was in it, and I hear that he is the worst part of Fast and the Furious 10.
Actually, I heard he was the best part.
Nice things.
I saw Fast 1 is Tacoma's That would be fast. That was Fast and Furious was the name of that one.
Rita, don't go down this alley. Rita, you are like the pinnacle high point right now. I want you on this show. If you say the Christmas special was corny, you're making a U-turn in an 180 degree
No, but
direction.
you got to understand, like she enjoys corny. Like she legitimately.
You need to say it was corny. ... And I.
You want to know why we went to Monsterpalooza? Because my mom is a OG Godzilla fan.
Ooh,
Yes.
OG
That is
Godzilla
why we
is
went to.
so
That's why
Like
we went to
old school
Monsterpalooza.
Japanese Godzilla,
Yes.
or like New
Like
York
rubber
Godzilla?
suit. No, like rubber
Yes.
suit Godzilla, where they're
like one
people
crazy
in-
summer rubber suit Godzilla.
Yeah.
National-
That's my mom's. That's my mom's go to Godzilla.
Oh
So-
my god, that is.
So
Classic.
what about Meg 2, The Trench?
All right, so listen, there was so somebody else tried to capitalize on this before the Meg. They did Black Demon, and it had what's his name in it from God, what was his name? He was in it, and it was supposed to be like about a oil rig in Mexico with a Meg, and it literally went straight to TV, and it was like a 20. I don't know. Jason Statham, he needs to stick to Expendables
Action.
4 and action movies and get out of this. The Meg first one, all right, it was a fun ha ha ha. Okay, that's kind of corny, but Meg 2, you didn't need it.
Okay, so two more that I want to address. One is, did we already do Blue Beetle?
Yes, we did.
No. Did we?
Okay,
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
I thought we did. And then the other one is it's not really comics, but it's more video games. Gran Turismo.
Well, that's on the list. Blue Beetle, 3 hits.
3 hits. Okay,
Nice.
I love the cast of Blue Beetle, so I'm
stay with the
invested.
hit. I'm gonna stay
I'm gonna,
with the hit.
I will
When does
also
Blue
stay with
Beetle
it.
come out?
End of July.
August 18th.
Yeah. Okay. So push it back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Meg 2, and then Indiana Jones.
Oh, it is getting ripped right now.
He's like 75 years old. I mean, like, what do you expect this man to do?
But
he
he's
was
about-
over it when Shia
How
LaBeouf
is he
was
playing?
in.
How is he playing How is he playing Thunderbolt Ross, man? This
And the early prequel of the new Captain America movies, he's got the ripped pants.
yeah, he got the ripped pants.
He's got
It's
the
showing
ripped
his-
pants.
How is he playing the Hulk? Yet people doubt that he can do Indy, man. I don't know. He's about to surprise all y'all mofos.
Are you a hit then?
I am
Jumping on the hand grenade sideways?
I'm gonna give some indie love, man. There's enough
Go for
nostalgia.
it. Yeah, go for
Hold
it.
on.
Go for it.
Yes.
Hold
Colin,
on.
you and I are misses.
49 Felix, what's up, man?
I'm wearing my indie button.
Okay, so what movie is that from?
This right here, this
Yep.
is from Temple of Doom.
Oh, and Sans has like freaking 200 buttons too. Like he somehow came across. He's like, I'm gonna throw a button in with everybody.
I got buttons, y'all. I got buttons. I was ready for the Indiana Jones movie.
All right, Gran Turismo.
So this is a video game, you're saying?
Gran
Movie.
Turismo.
When,
It's a
when the
movie.
guy actually trains and goes, it was. This is based off a true story, right?
No,
Orlando Bloom's in it, by the way.
Oh, I thought this was a real life story that they did this.
it's called
No,
the PlayStation Saga.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gran Turismo is a PlayStation exclusive game
All right,
that
but-
had a soundtrack.
Get him out of here. Fucking
Who was the guy?
yeah. It's
the-
based off of truth. Yeah. A bunch of people sat down and created a
swear.
NASCAR game for
I
PlayStation. Let me
swear,
tell
I
you.
thought they did something like this.
It's brought to you by Sony, literally by Sony.
I know they do this in NBA 2K when the best players get to go play in the NBA. So this is similar, right?
All right, I'm a miss. Kyle.
It has to be a miss. The only thing that I like about Gran
you
Turismo is
you
the
already jumped
soundtrack.
on a hand grenade with Indiana Jones. You want to jump on a nuke with Gran Turismo?
Actually, so again, defining success is the
Fans
the
like
fan,
it,
Fans
and it-
like it, and it
made-
makes a decent chunk
it
of
makes a
change.
decent chunk of change. I'm not saying it has to be profitable. How's that? It has to be profitable. That's fair
I'm
as that.
going to say it's going to be a hit.
Okay, $1 more than what the cost to make it is profitable. So I'm just level setting that right now.
Do we know how much it costs to make this movie yet? I'm hoping it's like
Too much for you to ever.
75
be
million
complete.
because it can pull 100.
All right, what else are we missing?
What's up, Kip?
Do we
What's
need to
going
go back and
on?
change anything on the Flash based on the trailers?
Am I a miss on the Flash? Because I need to be a miss.
I'm a
You
hit.
are a miss. I
Okay, then I'm good.
am a hit, but my hit says only because of Keaton.
Oh,
And Sans,
Actually, I
you
feel
are,
like
you,
Keaton might not be the reason it's a hit.
and Sans, you are a miss. So I am.
Damn,
the
I'm
only
changing.
hit.
I'm changing. I'm going to hit.
Sans is going to a hit. Okay.
Wow, that's
I'm
actually one
going-
of the first changes.
I'm going the Barrys are going to actually impress people.
Who's
No.
the name of the rock star that did the Gran Turismo 3 album, the soundtrack? I don't want to go my way. He's
Your
Lenny
time
Kravitz?
traveling. Know this.
Lenny Kravitz. Thank you. That's my favorite part of Gran Turismo is Lenny Kravitz. He did the soundtrack for the third series of that, and it was absolutely phenomenal.
We should all get on a group game and play it, like Super Smash.
Nostalgia game or like future game?
Super Smash Brothers.
Sam, the only game I want to play with right now is Mortal Kombat, and I want to rip your fucking heart out.
Mortal Kombat. They got a new Mortal Kombat coming out, but I'll take you in Street Fighter 6 though.
Okay.
I'm
not good at
either. Sit
either
back
of
in the
those.
corner with Ryu and sweep the leg.
No, man, Ryu can't do it, man. Can't masters all day.
I play a lot of video games, but I'm not good at Mortal Kombat. I'm not good at Street Fighter. I'm not good at the combo games, basically.
Yo, Pratt and Evans are tied at 38% apiece.
Yeah,
Oh wow, go Evans! Let's go
I need a
Evans.
combo breaker. Bring my Evans back up.
So Evans with Losers is the only thing that might put him over the top.
Yo,
for
that
me.
movie on Netflix with Evans is pretty fucking funny.
The Gray.
Gray Man.
Oh really? I haven't
Shot
seen
me
that.
in the ass. It's
Oh
awesome.
my
But
god!
then again, I don't have Netflix anymore because they relegated it to a Wi-Fi. You have to be
Oh
in the
yeah,
same
they're
Wi-Fi
cracking down.
household. They're gonna lose if stock
I got
advice.
a
short
message saying,
Netflix.
"Are you supposed to be watching this?"
In the Losers.
Netflix?
Yeah, I love Losers. Losers was such a good film adapted from.
And it got no love. I mean, if you have not, it's on. It's
The
on
movie was
Netflix.
good.
Go
Yep.
watch Losers. It's a DC film. It is phenomenal.
Yeah, if Mark from Legion of Comics is still here, let me know what you thought of Losers because it was phenomenal to me. Chris Evans was a gem, and I absolutely loved the movie. It's actually one of my favorite movies of all time.
Feel I'm in a smoking room. Smell more cheap.
It has Zoe Saldana as well.
Yeah. That whole fight scene in the fire room. Oh my god. I love
Yeah.
it when he's like, they look at the boss like, yeah. He goes, you think? Uh-huh. You sure?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you? Of course. It was such a good film. I have it on DVD, I think.
That's it. We will have a streaming of Losers for Kyle and I to quote the movie next week.
I would love to promote.
Dude, I will literally do the
How
whole
are they
movie.
going to notice us in this bright yellow canary Pinto? And then he goes, "It's an American classic."
It's American
He's like,
classic.
"Where's the seatbelts?" He goes, "The G-forces will hold you in your seat." It was such a good movie. It starts with Chris Evans doing a puppeteer like dinosaur fight.
Yeah.
It was so good. Losers is amazing. Actually, the comics aren't that bad either.
All right, Sam, where'd you go? We need to shift focus on our 6-month bet here.
Thanks for going through the different movies.
I'm all for it. Again, I still think I don't like Ezra Miller. The movie's gonna be good. I heard so many people raving how good the movie is.
It probably will
listen.
go good. It probably will be good. I agree. Yeah.
I can't think of his name right now. Silent Bob from Jay and Silent Bob.
Okay. Yeah. What's his name?
Supposedly has the cut of Batman Forever, the Shoemaker cut.
Oh, people want the cut.
I want the cut because it has Arkham. It has the whole backstory of Two-Face. It's more dark. It shows a different side of Riddler, but how he became the Riddler. Supposedly he's going to stream
Kevin
that
Smith.
cut. Kevin Smith, thank you.
Yeah.
Has the
I had to look
Shoemaker
it up.
cut to Batman Forever, and I want to watch it.
If he
tonight.
does it, that would be freaking awesome.
Isn't
Thank
Kevin
you.
Smith hated by like the comic community though?
I don't care.
It's because he keeps kind of like flip flopping on stuff and crying over what was it, Batman and different shit. He's crying over Superman.
He was so John Jones dick heavy. Sorry, I had to say it. And then when some of the Batman stuff flopped, he was like, "Oh, it's John Jones's fault." Blah blah blah. Like, you were literally telling me You love this guy, and now here you are. Sans, we are having a losers screening next week. We're going to put the losers on. We're going to watch it, and we're going to screen it and give it commentary.
I would love to do that.
I think we should do a recap, a breakdown of the losers. That'll be fun.
And then just pause it at certain parts and just be like, look, right there, that was Sans making all the worst decisions ever. And in the back of the bus was Kyle and I surviving.
Is the losers the one with Bokeem Woodbine?
It's the one with
Jeffrey D. Morgan, Idris Elba, Chris
Idris
Evans,
Elba is who is Idris Elba. Sorry.
Idris, got it.
Zoe Deschanel.
What am I thinking
Zoe
with
Saldana,
Bokeem
Zoe
Woodbine?
Saldana.
Oh, I'm thinking the one with Lou Diamond Phillips and what's his name, Marky Mark. What the hell was that movie?
You're in left field. You left the stadium.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. It's,
it's similar to the losers.
Yeah, shoot, what was the name of it? It's one of why am I blinking on it? It's one of my favorite movies too.
I'm telling you,
he's the sniper, right? He's the sniper.
Yeah. Mark Wahlberg, like they're like thieves or something. Oh, it's The Big Hit.
Big Hit. Okay, yeah, that was a pretty good movie.
Yeah,
I was thinking of a different movie where he was the sniper and he was framed for killing the president.
That's the army one where he goes off.
Yeah, that movie is cool.
That was a good one too. Yeah, The Big Hit was badass.
All right, let's transition. I think, right?
I think it's time.
So we had a bet. We had a prefix bet. So we had a bet in November of 2022, and the bet was Sans was so deep in trying to hunt and find these M&M comics for any value, even though they literally came up folded sideways in a paper airplane, two people, that he wanted these comics. And he swore to the high heavens these comic books would hold their value. They would be a premium. Now, I have to preface this before you watch the video. What is a premium? A premium is you made money from what you bought it for. So if you paid it cost $40, $35, you made money. But that wasn't the bet. The bet was that it was going to hold its value 6 months later. So this is where the debate starts, but let's do the rundown.
Superimposed over a dumpster. Oh no!
With the Christmas music,
that could be misleading though. Because
where do you find these beats? That was too good of a beat for what's going on here.
That's our Rewind Theater theme now. Like I've started to prioritize our themes. So, all right, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna pitch my case because I'm indifferent.
Oh, I need to get my wig on. Hold on.
I am. Yeah. Come on, Judge, please. I am indifferent on this because yes, the book precipiced at.
Wait! Don't do any M&Ms and try and give the good side over here.
What the fuck? I'm on my soapbox right now.
Order in the court.
Seat. Thank you, Judge. God, hold him in contempt. Don't let him get involved in this. So the goal was. This book is going to hold its value like the M&M Punisher book. The M&M Punisher book in a 9.8 still sells for about $1,000, $1,200.
Which is nuts.
It's the Punisher, still nuts, still
Which
crazy.
Is nuts. Yes.
M&M is one of the most #1 influential rappers of all time. I can't disagree with that. That is 100% factual.
Fair.
But did the book truly hold its value? In that regard, I want to say no. The book had
bullshit.
God damn it, get him out of here. You will have your moment,
He
and I
was
will
just
leave.
coughing.
So the book sold at a peak at 2,500 for the 5,000 copies and 2,800 for the 1,000 copies.
That's
The 1,000 copies
so much money.
the 1,000 copies actually came more secure in the mail, so they have a higher 9/8 ratio than the 5,000 copies that literally came folded like Eminem was trying to roll a blunt. I mean, that just happened. It was a mess. It was horrible. It can't be done.
Okay.
But if you bought the book at fair face value via the websites at $35 and $39.99, you still profited to this day. If you
Absolutely.
had a 9/8, raw copies were very skewed. I tried to find the data on raw copies. They were all over the place. Some raw copies for the black and white, the spotlight variant were like $150 to $200. Again, you're still profiting, 200%. The other ones, I saw a couple selling for $70 and $50, so you're profiting $20. But
Okay.
again, how many people couldn't get it at face value and ended up buying it at FOMO values of $500, $600, $700, $800 for that raw copy book? And
Hundreds.
All right. Now look, I'm gonna take a step back and let him talk. Ready? Go.
Let's address the poll too. The poll has been posted. If you guys want to jump in, profit or flop it.
So
it really doesn't matter what he has to say, folks. I'm just gonna be honest. The fact is, that book is a goddamn dumpster fire.
You're making my courtroom a laughing stock.
I'll hold them in contempt of court.
Yes, I don't have control. You're gonna have to take control yourself. So go ahead and present your side, please.
Just make sure you know that as this he's skewing. Can we strike everything he said off the record?
I will not sustain that. I want to hear your side though. Please.
All right, here we go, ladies. Here we go. He tried to use my points in his argument because he knows how relevant my points are. Guess what, ladies and gents? I bought 3 copies of the book. Cost me, or 4 copies. It cost me $130. They came beat up. I sold each one of those copies for $100 to $150 each, raw.
Okay.
And I got a full refund on those copies because they were damaged. So, ladies and gents, not only did I get my 4 Eminem books for free, but I made a profit off of each Eminem book, and they were not even 9/8. So Matt is trying to use this logic that 1 minute, son. I know you want to help Matt right now, but don't. Go back.
He's like, Dad's getting heated. I gotta jump in.
He had a chance to meet Matt.
Whoa, hold on.
He had a chance
do not
to
cut Little Man. Time. Bring Little Man on here.
I want to hear Little Man.
Little Man on here because the man's got to speak.
The Matt fan.
No, the man has got to speak.
Get him out of here. No. So
Little Man is Sansa's son. For those of you watching,
here's what we'll say: does Matt have an argument that at the peak of these 9/8, $2,500? Yes, that was astronomical. But
yes.
nowhere, ladies and gents, did Sans or anyone on this channel recommend that you buy at the very peak. We said if you bought this book,
influencer.
We said if you bought this book between the first 30, 60 days, it was only $100 and something. I even said buy it now when it was like $150. I said buy that. You know why?
150, and your raw copy that game rolled up like a trash bag.
Some of them
would be graded at a 7.5.
Some of them were very clean.
That's tough with modern books. I will say that is tough with modern books.
Some of them
there is an assumption
and the
that they should be
the 9/8 or
better.
Now, what I will say is because the blue books, the original books, were so damaged, they are going to hold a longer term value because there's probably less of them on the census in terms of getting really high quality books. So
have you checked the poll? It's 100% flop.
Oh, no. It's okay. The poll is not the end all be all judge because
I understand. I am the
Bought it
judge,
at
but I need to.
35. If you bought it at 35,
This is
and
my
you
courtroom.
made-
I will address every form of evidence, and I will
if you
make my
bought it at
decision at the end.
35
Mhm.
or even 105,
Look,
and you made $400 off of this book, you are a savvy investor, a savvy flipper. And
Okay.
guess what? Even if you bought it at 250 and you kept it, guess what? Your profit is still there.
I
Now,
need to do some. I need to
So,
do some research. while
ladies
you
and
continue.
gents, I will say my final closing argument. Matt is a hater. Matt is a hater. Matt is a hater.
My favorite rap artist, Dylan.
He spits hot fire. I'm done.
Okay, Matt, did you have a closing argument?
oh, the people spoke for me.
Well, that's
I mean,
it
like,
doesn't
what-
matter
what-
what the people said. I am
Look,
the judge of
look,
this courtroom, and I will.
look,
Yes.
look, this is where we stand in the win-loss ratio.
What
of the
is
courtroom.
this?
So I'm just telling you, the scale in NS Paint is not changing anything.
What are the two red lines signify?
So this was the last battle when we had the People's Court. Yeah, I won that
Okay.
one, and I just added this new one right here. This is called Eminem. This is
There was another one in between. There needs to be a third article where I held you
Oh,
both in contempt of court.
Let me just put that over there. That's where it belongs. Okay, so there's a third one. Okay, so we'll add that one over here too.
You're
That's
faking your numbers. Hold on. It literally should be 1-0
all right. We'll
and
put one in the
1.
middle.
There is a tie. So
There's-
yeah,
but-
it
so- okay, so
should
let me
be
give you
1-0. No. If this is gonna be my
I'll
courtroom,
give
you're gonna
him-
erase 2 of those.
I'll give him half a 0. How's that?
Okay, so in my courtroom, I know the score. The score is 0 Sands, 1 contempt because that was wild, and then Matt has 1 win as well.
Mhm.
Sands,
What,
I
what
need
was my contempt over?
the contempt was
Bullshit.
the contempt was that I caught you guys on a technicality and I tried to escape making a decision. So
again, 3 is on my court. Like,
that doesn't add up to 3. It's a
Doesn't add
0.
up to 3.
All right,
And guys,
where are we at? Okay, so
Hey,
here we go.
guys,
Here we go.
the
Can-
numbers,
may I-
the
may I
numbers
make
are
my-
manipulated, guys.
Yes,
The
may I
numbers are
make my
manipulated.
decision?
Yes.
May I make my decision? Sands, are you sure you're done? Because there's 1 point that I think you should make.
You just helped him. That's bullshit. This is judge
There's-
favoritism.
There's one
Judge,
set.
Judge,
No, because
are you
because
going
I
to-
am
Listen,
Yes,
I'm going to
yes.
say this. This is what happened.
Judge, you literally just gave him a bone, and then he
Well,
missed.
listen,
by a
he
mile.
needs to say something.
No,
that
he
might
missed the
get him
bone
the
by
win.
a mile.
Because right now, I need to make it very clear to the court. I am on the side of Matt right now, but there is a way that Sands can win this, and he is not taking it for some reason.
Ladies and gents, I want you guys to hear this is what happens. The influencer that Matt is, the money is controlling this court, ladies and gents. This judge knows I should win this argument, and he
I've been on
has
strike twice.
the
Correct. There is a way
This
for you to
judge
win this
knows.
argument, but you need to get there yourself.
But what happens, ladies and gents, is Matt has hired Matlock Firm, and I have public defender over here, and this is what happens in real life. He's holding back. He knows I'm a winner.
Well, based on, is there anything else you have to say? Because based
I
on
wanna
the
bring-
evidence,
Can I bring in my first witness?
your first
Little-
witness,
little-
we're in
little man,
closing
little man,
statements.
are you there? I need you to come to the trial.
Little man does have a
Little man knows who won this.
he does have a very influential voice
See
in
how
the
he went
court.
off camera and muted, so he can coerce my witness before it
I'll
happens.
I'll be
he just-
real with
he
you.
just went to bed. Sorry.
Oh no, okay. You're supposed to put him to bed. Wait a second.
So
Okay, so
What-
Sands,
what we're
you're,
not
it's literally
saying, though-
in your court. What I need you to get to the point, though.
yeah, the point is that Eminem is a global superstar, y'all.
Okay.
We're talking about an icon who is going to forever be on top of the hip hop game. And then we're talking about Spider-Man, whose popularity has shot through the roof with the addition of him being in Spider-Verse movie. Spider-Man is at his all-time high peak right now. You can't tell me that this book is not only is it at what 500 times the initial investment, but it's not going to retain its value over time and increase. What happens if Eminem goes down? What happens? And you got Eminem signed books. Those books are worth almost like 3 times the value there, ladies and gents. So I'll rest my case.
Give it to me, Kyle.
Okay.
He missed it by a long shot.
The problem is, I gotta be honest, Sands should win this, but he didn't even say the most critical points. This is a tough decision for the court to make. Based on the evidence,
unbiased.
I understand. I'm staring at recent sold listings for $217 on June 14th. It just ended. $217. I mean, $265 also. Buy it now. $349 accepted yesterday. $1,000 accepted on a 9.8. $399. $280. This book seems to be holding value, not sustained at what it was, and it does not influence. This is going to be a really tough ruling. I'm very sorry for this. It has not sustained the value at which it sat at. However, I'm going to have to rule with Matt, because based on the evidence provided, I cannot rule it Sands. It is a travesty of the courtroom of what just transpired. However, I just keep saying however, because I wish you would have got there, Sands. You had the bag, you just didn't secure it.
You know why, Sands? You got caught up in the FOMO. You got caught up in the influencer. All you had to say was, money talks, people walk. The sales are there. It's done. It's over. The end.
Yep.
That's all you had to say. I gave it to you on a platter. I said to you, there's still profit being made.
Yes. So
fake judgment.
based on the evidence provided, I have to rule with Matt, because I cannot put words in the plaintiff's mouth to sway the judgment. I gave a very fair chance for Sands to present his argument. However, he took the route of influencer, and I won't have a kangaroo court. So
let me air pilot to control. We're just coming in for a descended landing. We're going to go with a nosedive straight down into the abyssal.
We know.
Sands, you had it. Sands, you had it, but you didn't even say it. You didn't
know who won. I didn't have to prove it. I made you believe it. I made the judge believe it, and he did not even want to.
You need to present evidence, though, Sands. You have to come prepared when you come to this courthouse.
I am just telling you, Oppenheimer will be the third strike on my side.
I do admit, though, my mom does have it right. Matt is at 2.5, and Sands is still at 1/2. So there is.
Thank you,
routes.
Ms. Kolosnik.
I will say this though, savvy businessmanship from you. I wouldn't have taken that route. But it did lose you. You flexed, but it did cost you the win.
Whoa! There were parameters on this agreement, and it was a 6-month term.
Yes.
Do not extend the boundaries to justify your point, because you had the point easily justifiable today. So it doesn't matter what happens in a year.
Hold on.
Why don't you tell the people the truth then, Kyle?
I have the ability. I have
the truth.
I have the ability, based on the evidence provided, if something major changes, and this actually happened in a court case with me and a very first time. No, hold on. Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. I will hold you in contempt. However, something that happened to me in real life is also going to influence this courthouse. I will extend it for another 6 months, and we will see where we are at.
damn it. That's what I'm talking about.
All right? But it does stand 2.5 to 1/2. So that is where this court stands, and we will break for lunch, actually. So if anybody wants to, we'll take our recess.
So because of this, and we have Oppenheimer on the table, what are the terms? How long are we giving Oppenheimer to show success? Are we giving Oppenheimer opening weekend? Are we giving Oppenheimer a 2-week run?
No. I want to see worldwide after about 2-3 weeks. I think is fair.
So you judge. Based off of the fact that you just went in limbo and extended the parameters of the previous 6 months
2 weeks.
to justify someone's hard feelings of loss. I need it.
I'll give it 2 weeks. I agree with that, actually. I was going to say half a month. So 2 weeks after opening week. No, so 3 weeks total. 3 weeks total. Opening weekend and 2 weeks after.
3 weeks.
Opening weekend and 2 weeks after. 3 weeks total. Okay. I want global, though. Do we have a budget on it?
Look, Rita said 2 weeks.
I'm not gonna.
Do not side with the mom. Bring mom into this. We're talking with the judge right now.
You cannot. She is the reason I am in this world. So you can't sideline me like that. I am standing by my ruling of
3 weeks.
Opening weekend and
what did you say? 4
after.
weeks? Let's go.
3 weeks.
3 weeks total.
Look at you trying to sway the judge.
No, but you got to understand. Opening weekend is only Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 4 days, and then 2 weeks after that. All right. 2 weeks after opening day.
I'm gonna enjoy.
So how many days is that in total, then, please?
Okay. 2 weeks is 14. That is 18 days. All right.
18 days, damn it.
18 days on the nose.
You got 18 days, Matt. Pay up.
18 days is where
when's the release? That's the next thing. That's Liz is asking when's it release.
I have it pulled up. Don't worry. 1 second. It's at the top of the day list.
We got.
Isn't that in August as well, or late July?
July 21st.
Yes, correct.
What's the movie that comes out right before that?
Barbie.
Wait, did we vote on Transformers or no?
Barbie, that's right.
Barbie. Transformers already out. Sans already saw it. He gave it a 3.5. We can't vote.
Oh, okay. Barbie hit. I'm so excited for the Barbie movie.
You know, Barbie put a shortage on pink paint. Like let that sink in. The amount of pink in that film put a global shortage on pink paint.
Barbie is so hot right now.
That is a statistical fact.
Barbie is the Hansel of the Zoolander movie, and it is so hot right now.
No. Barbie is the Spaceballs of anything that matters.
The Spaceballs. Barbie will actually.
I'm going to watch Barbie on release.
Impact this Oppenheimer movie.
What's your
wait a second. Yeah, it could. It could. Hey, what's up, Papa Willie?
Yo, Pop, I just want to say something. Thank you so much for holding down the comic relief with Paul in the show last night. I can't believe he disrespected you in the way, but I'm so happy you gave him the 2-finger salute multiple times throughout the night. Thank you,
Papa
Pop.
Gave him the nipple, man. He gave him a
Look at
whole
Look at
nipple.
this. Look at this. Nate saw my comment 24 minutes ago, inviting him onto the show, and he has still not shown up. Nate, where are you?
All right.
Nate has been ducking. Nate has been ducking his championship belt match. He's not coming on to get rid of you here.
So are you saying hit for Barbie?
I'm saying absolute hit. I am so on board. I'm so on board.
I am saying hit for Barbie.
Margaret Robbie is as attractive.
Margot Robbie.
I'm saying flop.
Wow, good for you. Good for you. I'm so excited.
Okay.
For this movie.
So the Haunted Mansion.
Okay. Oh yeah, we forgot about the Haunted Mansion.
The Haunted Mansion comes out a week after, and Barbie comes out the same week as Oppenheimer. That movie is fucked. Let's go.
I think you do have a case for Oppenheimer because I think Oppenheimer is going to suffer from Barbie because Barbie
comes out the same week as Oppenheimer,
taking over the internet. Yeah.
Then you have the Haunted Theater.
Christopher Nolan is going to trash that ass.
I gave you 18 days. Let's see what happens.
No way. Because
Yo,
you got Mission Impossible, people that's coming out on the 14th.
Okay.
And next week is Barbie and Oppenheimer. People are still going to be watching Mission Impossible and Barbie. This movie is dead in the water.
I'm seeing Barbie on release. I will be there like Wednesday night or Thursday morning.
I am seeing Barbie opening weekend as well.
So,
the
you will not
movie-
catch me dead in Barbie, folks. So you just truly
I am
lied.
watching it. Look, who doesn't love Margot and what's his name?
Unless she's in Wolf of Wall Street, I have
Wolf
no
of Wall
interest in
Street.
seeing
Wolf
it.
of Wall Street, amazing. Come on,
Birds of
Rated
Prey.
Barbie,
Harley
PG-13.
No, Birds of Prey.
Harley Quinn, yeah.
I like that.
badass. What was the movie with her and Will Smith? She was great in that too.
Focus.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I did not see that one.
Margot,
Good,
she
that's
was a drifter.
Also, it's killing me. My mom loves this show. By the way, she is so invested.
Wait, but Kyle, you didn't tell me what was the evidence we didn't bring up?
No recent sales, all the money
Recent
that's been
sales.
made.
Yeah, you literally left your biggest piece of evidence, which was recent sales, based on the current trajectory of the comic book market.
It's going back up.
Comic market is taking a dive, but this book is like sliding up, man. You
I told
literally
y'all.
missed
I
the
told
mark.
y'all. Y'all didn't believe
Well,
me.
You have
I
six.
told y'all. I didn't even know what I told you, but
I should be a
told
free
y'all.
man. I should be a free man right now.
You will.
It's not-
You might be. You might be in
incarcerated-
6 months. You
incarcerated.
might be. You might be a free man in 6 months.
Kip, thank you for holding down the chat tonight, man. I appreciate it.
No way, Kip.
Kip, thank you.
He has made 2 comments on this stream.
Doesn't
and
matter. The
Both
only
was
two
like,
comments
it
that
is
matter right
Sands.
now.
It was like it is Sands and Barbie on shit.
The first comment was, "Hi, how's it going?" And this one is shit on Barbie.
Yes, Barbie shall be fun.
So
Yo,
Kip-
on the
Kip,
real,
you are welcome. You are welcome to your opinions, but I
if you're a
disagree.
collector, if you're a collector, you're into Barbie as well, man. I actually got my wife the Dias de los Muertos Barbie. I bought it for like $100. That damn Barbie is going for $1,000 right now. I'm like, what in the
Jeez.
hell?
Well, I mean, that was my aspect of Last of Us. Also, Kip, let me know if you got your Alien versus Predator. I want to know.
I was
It was.
like, Kyle, are you coming on the auction? He was like, I haven't finished mailing yet.
I have so much shipping to do. It's ridiculous. That's the only reason I'm not back.
You know, like Matt
But
said,
if you look,
paying your staff.
also you're wrong.
Yo, can I tell you guys a funny story?
Yes.
So I started the channel, and I did when we hit 1,000,
Mhm.
I was able to get super chats.
Mhm.
We started getting super chats in. I signed up my AdSense as a corporation, as a business.
Okay.
And I had to send I'm not incorporated. I don't have a business. I had to send an EIN number.
Oh yeah.
I had to close that account and open a new one. You know how much money I have in it? $18. I have to. I'm like, what are you guys doing with the money that was collected already? I have no clue if they're ever going to send me that money because it's under Sands Group Incorporated.
you can write it off as called this has been Matt's salary for the last 2 years.
This is Matt's salary for real. I'm like, yo, you guys got to bridge the gap here. Like, I started this in February, it's showing all of the, and they're like, yeah, we'll see. I'm like, okay.
But yeah, thank you, Kip, for confirming. I mean, at the end of the day, like we buy and sell comic books, so I appreciate you checking up. Also, hi, Knucking Butts.
Knucking Futz, what's up, brother?
All right, so where are we in transition? I need to know.
We're on
Dude,
TV.
we're all over the place. No, we
Jesus, just ear rape everyone.
So, ladies and gents, we were gonna have a special guest on, and then we didn't do things for a month.
time. we dropped the ball. My name is Sands, and I'm the host, and we didn't have a show for a month, so I never followed up with our guest to find out if our guest would still want to be a guest. But we did do things because that's what guests do. When
That's
they
what
need to know
guests
the
do.
show.
The guest is he hasn't
they
responded
guest on the show. But I'd like to spend the last minute to talk about this. Where'd it go? We lost another hero today. We lost
Yes, Ramita.
Oh, we did? Wait,
Yeah.
what?
John Ramita
Ramita
Senior,
Sr.
93-year-old.
Oh no.
Monday night passed.
So we lost a bunch of legends this year. We lost Joe Giulia.
Neil.
We lost Neil. We lost Ramita. We lost
Perez.
Chad. We lost Perez.
I mean, that's what's in my
You're coming up on a time period right now where
The legends are going, man.
yes, we're going to see we see it. We see a rash of the older 60s crowd that really broke ground on some of the major heroes that we know and love. Artists, writers, creators, different creators are coming up on that age period where life expectancy is going to be hit and met. The man was 93 years old. God bless him. He was amazing. And
I
so
would love to make it to 93.
yes.
Like, sign me up.
Who was one of the legends that you were able to meet and you were just knocked out of blew your socks off as far as like content, history, backstory? Can I go first?
Interesting question. Yeah, go for it.
That's a very interesting. Let me grab my cookies.
So I gotta go two ways.
Okay.
I have so much Joe Giulia signed stuff. This man, again, you can't see it, but that Joker right there is a Joe Giulia original print from Terrificon. He was so awesome with his fans. I swear to you, this man would spend 50 minutes with a fan in line and not care about any behind if you were having an amazing conversation. So he is my DC person. And my Marvel person is Joe Sinnott, creator of Silver Surfer. Dude was a legend. I met him 3 times. He actually allowed me to come behind the table and actually sit with him while he drew a picture for me.
Oh, cool.
So, like, those experiences will live on with me forever. So, they're my top 2. Both amazing Silver Age artists. What about you, Kyle? Have you ever had experience with the Silver Age or even Bronze Age artists that's like blew you away?
In person, no. One of my favorite is JP Leon. I'm actually pretty decent friends with one of the people who went to college with him, Bernard Chang, who is the artist on Monkey Prince. Him and JP Leon were like best friends, and he's one of the most influential inkers, in my opinion, of like comics in general. Well missed. That's probably one of my main influencers on that kind of aspect. But I bumped into Stan Lee and gave him like a thumbs up or whatever. But that's Stan.
Never seen him, never met him.
Interesting. He was larger than life.
And I still don't own a signature of his.
Yeah,
I have one.
I have a funny Stan story. So, went to Comic-Con. This is I hadn't been in the comics for years.
Which Comic-Con?
This had to be Philly.
Okay.
Probably in like 2016 or something like that.
Because Stan was everywhere. He was like, there was a point in his career where he was just like all about the fans.
So Stan was there, and my wife was like, "Hey, why don't you go get an autograph?" She literally says to this day, "You was shaking because you don't like." I didn't like people writing on books and shit. I'm like, I don't want that on my book. She was like, "But it's Stan Lee." I was like, "Nah." She says it's the funniest thing ever to see that. Like, I didn't want it, and now I'm like, oh damn, I should have got books signed by this guy. but I didn't want any. I grew up, I didn't even know when I got back into comics. I didn't even know what slabbing was and getting all these signatures on books and stuff. I just wanted the book.
Influencer.
Yep. That's what I'm saying, Matt. You influenced me to be a monster now.
I influenced you to go to the con and appreciate it for what it was and not complain about your exclusive
You made me a monster. Ever since I saw all of the drip you got on your walls.
So what is your one signature that you wouldn't give away even if it cost you your house or your livelihood? Mine's hands down's got to be my Bob Kane Best Wishes Batman.
You know what? I don't have a connection to any book that I would say. No, I did acquire this. Right.
I was waiting for you to pull up like a Lord of the Rings book because I was literally gonna punch you through the screen.
I did acquire this beautiful signatured book, Stranger Things. Jenny Frison is absolutely effing amazing. That's all I
met Jenny Frison at WonderCon. She was like super genuine, and like I was surprised.
Do you feel at times though she's been inflated?
What do you mean?
Like I think she's got some banger books out there, hands down. I think her art is totally amazing in every shit, but she doesn't have anything that makes her stand out. In my opinion.
She has a style that has
the depth cover.
The death cover I like only because she put the teeth in the eyes. But that's it. Like even the Jenny Frison Something Killing the Children books, which I think were some of her things that put her on the market. I just think they were okay.
So I think she suffers from. I think she suffered from what Peach Momoko suffered, a lot of overwork. But she has some major bangers. Some of those Wonder Woman covers, absolutely amazing.
I agree with that. I can't disagree with the
so
yes,
her influences are from very classical artists, and it's kind of like similar. Like her style is very noticeable. You can know a Jenny Frison cover. You can know a Peach Momoko cover. Shoot, you can know a David Mack cover. You can know a Rose Besh cover. You can say that for J. Scott Campbell. You can go through the litany of artists. Everybody has a style that they have. Jenny Frison's style is very classical, though, and I think it relates to a lot of people. No matter what the cover is, it still like resonates. I met her, and I'm a fan. That's about it.
I think what you touched on, Kyle, is important though. A style gets tired or boring at some point in time, right?
I'm over JSC. I'm over J. Scott Campbell.
A lot of people are like, he just does that same face and these same poses, whatever it is.
On hundreds and hundreds of books, though.
Right?
Peach Momoko got shafted by her Stormbreakers contract with Marvel.
Yes.
That is my personal opinion. So,
but ultimately, and it's like this. Some books are going to be hit, some are going to be missed. Because like Jiang, right? Jiang, I don't like his style, but on certain books, like the more recent, like Spider-Verse books, his style actually works really good with that because it's like this collage-y looking stuff. Whereas on like TMNT, The Last Ronin, you couldn't even understand what it was on the cover, or like Transformers, you didn't understand what it was on the cover. So I think people need, and it's the thing of, hey, I gotta work, I gotta pump out work. They gave me this cover, I'm gonna do. People need to think about what covers they're gonna do.
But then that goes back to the FOMO of variant covers. Like, is that pump work? Is that mentality? Like, are you in it for the book and the content, or are you in it for the art? Like, if you're in it for the art, you want the pump covers because every pump cover is a new piece of art. But if you're in it for the content, the story, how it relates to the book, what the book means, if you actually read any type of the dialogue in the book, then the pump covers don't matter to you. You want to cover the captures the story.
But the cover, and I
But
was literally just
your
explaining
argument
this.
goes both ways.
Go for
Your
it.
argument
Okay.
goes both ways because some of the art is terrible. So when you pump out and you got hit, miss, hit, miss, hit, miss, you're watering down your style regardless of the content in the book. I'm a cover lover. I love covers.
Look,
Okay.
I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna say the whole House of Slaughter. Pump Cover Central, abysmal story, abysmal writing, but pump covers. How many people pump those covers?
Yeah, I think
Well,
besides I think
that's
besides
boom. That's
issue
boom,
one
though.
pre-sales,
Uh-huh.
it was dead in the water after that.
I blame Boom Studios. Boom Studios loves to have like the original cover, then a virgin cover, then a
But they're
foil,
so overpriced.
then a
Sans and I even
foil
tried to do it.
version.
Sans and I tried to do it. We went.
tried.
We had a contract with Boom.
We tried.
And what transpired of it?
They wanted $5,000.
Jesus.
Or a cover. We told
Wow.
them to pound sand.
Yeah.
Actually, $5,000. I think it came out to like 2,500. But
Okay.
and then on top of all of like the shipping and everything, it was just it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, we learned a valuable lesson of how hard you have to grind on that. You got to actually hit. I mean, you have to hit to really cake off on that side of it, and you got to keep going. You got to keep going because you're not making your money off of one product there. You got to have multiple investments coming out. But at the end of the day, I think what I'm getting at and going back to Frizen and these artists and the covers, the art itself, you have people who are going to stand by that artist regardless of what she puts out. Like let's look at Stephanie Hans. Some of her work, I'm like, oh, that's pretty mid, that's pretty average, and some of it looks absolutely flawless. But I could not tell Tacoma that, right? Because Tacoma will be like, blasphemy. Stephanie Hans does no wrong, right? So these people are going to continue to pump the variant covers out. They're going to continue to pump, and it just is what it is. But we as the consumers need to buy the covers that are absolutely bangers, and we need to honor those covers. That's all to it.
Okay. I regained my composure in the sense of like I probably had a little bit too much wine. This glass has been a little bit too empty for this stream. I need to make one thing.
Moonshine was tough tonight. Hold on, guys.
The cover aspect is the same reason why I kind of like bash on slabs, because once you encapsulate a book, you only see the cover and you see the back. That's all you see. So you don't it doesn't matter what the content is inside. But it matters about who the artist was, what kind of cover it was, if there's a first appearance, and that establishes, along with the rarity and the exclusivity of it.
Trades and digital. There's trades and digital.
Yeah. So you can read anything online, to be honest. So
put up a poll. How many people read their comics? I would love to see. I would love people to answer this factually.
Can we say? Oh, well, yeah. Just make it cut and dry. Do you read your comics? Yes or no?
Do you read your comics?
I know plenty of people that.
And
don't.
I'm okay if you buy two, so you have a reader and a seller. But I want to know: do you read your comic books?
The only caveat:
does it count if you wait until they drop the trade? And
I don't care.
All 5 issues?
As long as you read the comic.
As long as you read it eventually, even if you're behind on your comics, you are still reading your comics.
Because I'll be honest with you, in my brain, this is a sick statistic. I guarantee. I feel that there's less than 20% of all comic book collectors that actually read the content.
And please be honest. There's 13 of you here. Just be as honest as you possibly can.
It's going to be hard for everyone to be honest because it sounds bad. But we understand, ladies and gents. We understand. A lot of comic collecting is speccing. A lot of comic collecting is making money.
Yes.
So you do not have to be focused on the reading. Maybe you buy 10 books a week. Of that 10 books, only one of those books are something that you're actually interested in reading.
Which I'm okay with.
You're thinking about what's the long-term value? How can I flip this book?
And the reason I'm asking this, it goes back to where we started the show tonight. with the writer strike, with these people that are pumping dialogue, stories, scripts, everything into it. But are people truly appreciating it? And honestly, no.
I know
they're not.
artists that are pumping out a page a day.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
But again, this market is so booming because of the trade, the buy-sell trade mentality, because of the Comic-Cons, because of the actors that are backing these things, because of the pop culture news, the streaming news, the live-action Miles Morales news. But
we're at 75% no and 25% yes now.
But do people read? And I'm gonna say this: those really hard to get through runs of your favorite superheroes that you read just because that's you're a Captain America fan, you're a Batman fan. But my God, I'll tell you this: there are some Batman books that I wish never existed. But I've read them and I've pulled through and I've said, this is what I don't like and this is what I do like. And
the answer is going to be resoundingly no, because some of the content is so trash that no one's like, people are starting a storyline and they're dropping it after one issue or two issue, but they're still buying it because people are saying, oh, this is worth money.
That happens with more than one series. No. I want to talk about indies. Indie comic books spikes on number one. Any Image number one has a crazy high ceiling where it's just like, oh, I want to get issue one. I want to get involved in this. I want to have the first appearance. I want to have blah, 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 blah. Issue two dives off a freaking cliff unless it's good.
Where's Grimm right now? Grimm was...
Where's what's the one with the teddy bear? What was that one called? Exactly. I'm raking your mind for it. But Eve came out like a year ago. Proctor Valley Road.
Yes.
What else? What are some big ones?
Eat the Rich. Well, it was a limited 6. You know what? I think the ending on that, because that was actually a great read. The ending on that.
Nice House on the Lake. 1 through 6. Phenomenal.
But then you have these delays. Why you do these garbage delays?
I loved 1 through 6.
1 through 6 was phenomenal.
Yeah, and you can blame
something killing the children. 1 through 10, great.
I blame Substack.
Was great.
Huh?
Even up to 15 was great on
15 of
children.
Really, you liked up to 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
After that,
what was the one with the issue with the railroad or the street sign? Was that 14 or 15 or 16 or something like 15? Yeah. Then I liked up to there, and then I just completely fell off the bandwagon.
Did you just admit that you read Something Killing the Children?
I did. I had to because I was so.
If you're gonna hate something, at least he's honest.
We talked about Marky Mark earlier. Go ahead.
You read up to 15?
Yeah.
You liked it?
No.
No, you liked it.
I did not like it.
You just kept reading for the fun of it?
I kept reading because I was so against it.
Because you liked it. You'd like to be against it.
No, he likes to be knowledgeable.
That's a tough. No. Hold on. Let's actually dissect this. I appreciate the psychology behind this. The panel layout killed me. It was hard to read. The art style wasn't something that I liked. Story wasn't bad. Story was not bad.
I appreciate that.
Something is killing the children was not a bad story. I will honestly admit that.
You don't need to go there. He said what he said. Just leave it what he said.
I stand by what I said. I read it and I enjoyed the story. I disliked the panel layout. I disliked the art style. The writing was decent. And the hype killed me. I will admit that.
Dislike the hype.
Man. I'm a hipster. Like you have when your band that you've been watching for 15 years.
Right now you're Spider-Punk. You're anti-establishment. I understand, man. It's a hit.
He said everything I needed to hear, Sans.
I said what I needed to say.
You know what? F that book.
Sans, he said everything I wanted him to say because I knew deep down inside it was there. It just took took this much of peeling back.
It's not a bad story.
What'd you say? Sorry, I couldn't say
It's
it one more
not
time.
a bad. It's
Okay.
not a bad story. I will not say that Something is Killing the
Well,
Children
you don't-
is
that's
a
not
bad comic. I will
Okay.
not say that.
It's all good.
That's where I stand.
Yeah.
So,
I
guys,
won't say that it's great.
Huh?
I will say that it's good. So,
See,
yeah.
my fake newsness will cut out the. I will say that it's good. That's the only part that matters to me.
we're coming up on the end of the show. We've had some amazing.
You just have me saying
had some
Something is Killing the Children is good.
revelations tonight, ladies and gents. My man Kyle has come forward.
I hate what it stands for, though, man.
You said it, man. I'm just sitting here enjoying it.
What issue is it at? 30?
I don't
Is
know.
it at 30?
31?
It stopped at 15 in me, and it
That's
really
stupid.
in my brain.
It
It
ended
really
at
That's
stopped at 10.
15,
stupid that
honestly.
it kept going. They
But
literally
Sid-
stretched it out.
Listen,
Yeah.
Sid says we need to keep reading. Sid
Yeah,
says,
Sid says it picks back up around like 22.
yeah,
to
he says
30.
around 22, 23 when Cutter comes in or whatever. It is fire. What's going on? Who that in the building?
Read Gravity Falls. Read
Who dat?
Gravity
We
Falls.
missed you
Watch
tonight, man.
Gravity Falls. That is on
Gravity
his
Falls. You're talking about Uncle Grunkle and all of that?
Yeah, it
Oh,
literally
that is
ended.
awesome right there.
But the creators said that we will not release another season because our story has ended. Why can't Something is Killing the Children do the same? I feel like they're stretching. They're stretching.
I think
for it.
I think Boom offered him a shit
Independent
ton of money, and that was it.
Look,
That's fair.
it was
I would
only
take.
supposed
I would
to-
take the money too. I can.
I
be
mean,
a
look
sellout.
at
it was only
listen-
supposed to be
listen
like a
to the
maxi
influence we have.
series, 6 issues
supposed
or 10.
It was supposed to be 10.
10.
Yeah.
It was 10 book run.
They
Yep.
stretched it to 15. Then they said, you know, we're gonna
We're
let's
at 30.
hiatus, go and do the origin, and then we're gonna come up with a whole new. I'm done. Like Matt said, I'm done after 15. But
Who
if
dat?
someone
We gotta
can bring
merge
me back in,
Who dat? If you're talking about Dallas Fan Expo, I want to hear about the experiences. I heard some last night about some ashy ass toes, but we can leave we can leave that part out of the Q&A.
Oh my god!
If you have not watched Tuesday night's live sale on Zan's show, you can watch all of the dialogue except when Paul was on the air. You can just fast forward through that.
No, you got to watch Nate, man. Nate went crazy last night.
And then he ditched us. He literally popped in here at the start and then bailed.
I thought about messaging him, man. I was just like,
They said, "What do you people want?"
we'll talk about that later. That has
Oh my
nothing to do
God,
with this.
Too much good
The-
times. Good times.
Are we? Where are we with Wine, Cheese, and Comics, please? That's
We
what
had
I
a
wanna
wrap.
know.
We
Okay.
are a wrap, ladies and gents. We're coming to an evening. This has been a night of revelation. We've talked about the tops of strawberries. We've talked about how Eminem and Spider-Man are dominating force. And we've talked about the Something is Killing the Children being one of Kyle's favorite books of all time. Ladies and gents, we are saying farewell.
Just send a
He put-
message.
He put that book up there right along with some of his top items. He just has to be anti-establishment on that. So and with that, ladies and gents, we want to bid you adieu. Come back. I'm sure we're going to be back on in 2 weeks, but the writer's strike is going very strong, so I don't know.
Wait, there's a writer's strike?
It's a writer's strike.
This is I'm glad that I was able to participate in my last episode of Wine, Cheese, and Comics, please.
So I need to start striking is what you're telling me, right?
You got to
I hope
strike.
you all have a great night.
There's a content strike guy going on, man.
Okay.
And on that note, ladies and gents, quit trying to demonetize us.
Too pretty out there.
You already got the Star Wars theme in here.
Buy some NyQuil.